Alright, last time on stream, we took over Earth, and then we took over less Earth. Earth got taken away from us. Also
We
space.
took over Earth and then spent 7 fucking years sitting on our asses doing absolutely nothing.
Hey, we built some stuff in that time. Check out some of the stuff we got down here. Kilimanjaro. We got these
Yeah,
things.
we refurbished some used fans.
Yeah, these things are real big. Um, yeah, so all of our units get spread all over the place. Um, and you have 5 turns before you'll ever be attacked by either the Titans or the Aug. So in that time, the goal is to take as much shit as humanly possible. Um, we sort of, kind of, have a time limit, I guess. In that we will lose a pilot if it gets to turn 140. But that probably shouldn't be a problem. Also, since we finished early-ish last time, we got huge bonuses to our tech levels, which led to a bunch of stuff we could research, which we did, including the upgraded Desert Zaku, which will be with us in 2 turns.
Thank God.
Desert Zaku was in it at the close.
The Desert Zaku's somewhere on Earth. Not here.
Yeah, it was right there. It was right there.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Oh,
Zaku.
there we go. The Desert Zaku is going to be used in service at some point. Um, Up here in space, we got one of our big Zams ready to go. Doesn't have a pilot.
Yes.
I don't have any pilots to put into it, and I don't have time to wait to get pilots to put into it, so it's just going to go unmanned. But that's just the road we run. If you remember, we had a second big Zam. Is right here in Greenland. It can't go anywhere. There's 2 exits from Greenland, one to the ocean, one to Canada, and you need to be able to move over water to get to Canada.
Them should just be able to walk along the ocean floor.
It should, but it can't. So we're gonna need to have to rescue it so that it can go up to space and do stuff where good stuff. But I've already moved all the units. The goal is just to capture as much shit as humanly possible. And that's going to be kind of hard because all my units are 7 years old, and all of the Aug and Titans units are.
No, the AU actually starts with better units than Titans do. The Titans actually start with a bunch of old garbage.
I
Um,
I don't know if that's true.
They do in their campaign.
Yeah, but this is, I believe in this on Xeon's campaign, the Titans actually start with better stuff. Like I think the Titans start at like tech level 19, and the Aug start at like 14. But most of the early battles are going to be like this, where the enemies aren't in strong force. So even with my old resources, I can still overwhelm them by just bum rushing them.
The Xeon campaign feels a little bit disjointed when you get to this point because the Federation goes through Stardust memory. So you have like a transition period between 1 year war stuff and oh, we're suddenly in Zeta.
Oh, we'll go through Stardust Memory. But Stardust Memory doesn't
Yep.
start in this campaign until turn 120.
How does Stardust memory happen in a world where Xeon won?
Yeah, that's a good question, and the answer is
Don't worry about it.
Gihren Screed does whatever the hell it wants. These guys got destroyed.
I love your like GM there.
Yeah. Look, we got one. We're gonna use it.
Sure, why not?
It's even got a flyer.
Oh yeah, and we're done with the era of tanks and planes, pretty much.
Well, they got plenty of planes. Or at least the AU does.
That's because they don't have anything. That's because, like, the AU is supposed to be the poor underdogs.
Yeah, those planes suck, and I hate them. So it looks like the Titans have a, whatever they're called.
Hey, it's the Hildolfer.
Yeah, it's still in service.
God bless.
Commander Killing has been doing donuts for 8 years.
He's still in there.
He's been doing donuts for 8 years straight. He's been honing it to an art form.
And we're gonna use the Hildoffer for what it's best at, and that is,
Taking pictures of things.
yeah. Hey,
That's why
remember this guy?
It's Ben Water.
I remember Ben Winder. Ben Winder. He was. I don't actually remember Ben Winder. Maybe he looks like a guy who probably was involved with cyber new types.
He was a cyber noon type minder, yes. Basically, he was he was the one who was holding Four's leash, let's say.
He probably got killed.
Yeah, Amuro killed him.
Amuro, wow. Amuro didn't do a whole bunch in Zeta, so.
Yeah, Amuro killed that guy.
Oh wow, it's actually shooting back at me. Oh wow, it's destroying my goofs.
Damn.
But yeah, I don't know if I shut it off, but in the beginning part, also we've got a Medea here. Medea can take maybe a bullet before going crashing down into the ground.
I mean, really, you can just treat it like a mobile suit hang glider.
It's gonna do its best.
Like, the mobile suits are going to hang glide in.
The AUG and the Titans they actually start with more mobile suits than I do, and their mobile suits are better than mine, but all their mobile suits are in stupid places. Like, the Titans have like 45 units in grips too, which I can't even attack.
And also the AI is kind of stupid, so...
Yeah. These are my saving graces until I can get a reasonable fighting force out in the field. Good shooting, dom cannons. Well, this Black Tristar Dom is probably going to get destroyed in the next turn, but that's okay. It's serving its job. We just need to blow up as many Fetty suits as we can. Everybody's the feds.
Hey, the Titans are technically feds, yeah.
Yeah, they're extremely fed. I mean, in this timeline, there's nothing to be the feds except for the Titans. So, and
Titans are a lot more understandable in this timeline.
yeah,
Hey, remember when the Space Imperial Japan won and conquered the entire world? Yeah, we should do something about that.
Nah.
oh my God, Dom cannons! Don't leave him with like a hit point. Oh, luckily it's coming off the base to fight me. So, oh, the full health one's coming off the base to fight me. That's even better.
Oh well, that was disastrous for them.
Yeah.
They tried.
They were no match for Denim
Hey,
or Gene or whichever one of them it is.
He-
Product of Nazi science.
he got a lot better once he came back from the dead. All right.
Well, those are Aqua GMs.
Yeah. And a Medea.
And
But luckily Johnny Ridden's here to take care of all of our problems.
I'll have you know I'm extremely experienced in ocean combat.
He is. Also, we got these. These are aqua balls. They're complete trash garbage.
To be entirely accurate, they are called fish eyes.
Yeah.
No, I think Aqua Balls is better.
they're called fish eyes, but the parentheses down there is aquatic use ball.
Now,
This is actually kind of a rough fight for you.
not really. Those aqua gems are not. I think those are the like actually aqua gems and not aqua Gundams, which are be slightly more scary.
They're aqua GMs, but you've got an aqua ball, a Zagok, and Johnny Redden Zagok.
Yeah,
I've got
Johnny Red.
yeah.
Oh, that's an actual that's an ace Zagok. Okay.
Yeah, with my Aces Pilot in it.
With your S rank helmet lady.
Helmet
From the
Lady,
Flanagan Institute.
she did something.
She was from the Flanagan Institute.
Yeah, I don't know if she ever actually fought, but she did something.
She was a co-pilot of the Brabro.
Also, aqua gems suck. So, oh come on, thank you. Oh my God, Johnny Ridden, please just shoot down the fucking Medea.
That's our Johnny Ridden tilting at windmills.
Okay, they're just going to give up and die. That's very valiant of them.
You should probably take what's her face out of a suit and start giving your frontline suits to people who aren't garbage.
Hey, she's S rank, man.
Yeah, she's S rank and she's worse than a lot of people at like C rank.
She's got authority that I can't challenge.
Well, you're Gihren Zavi, you can challenge any authority you want.
You don't mess with the S rank people. I don't have enough suits to. I don't, or rather, I don't have the time to go around actually messing with people's suits. So, I'm gonna have to just let her live in the ocean for the rest of her life.
Your internet's spiking a little bit. Just as an FYI.
Is it?
You just dropped some frames and your voice got robot-y for a little bit.
It's weird. I didn't drop any frames on the actual broadcast. And look, she did it. She shot down the Medea that survived 2 rounds of combat with Johnny
She
Ridden.
shot down the Medea that got shot twice by Johnny Ridden and had no way of defending itself whatsoever. Congratulations.
What a hero.
For real. Commendation.
Alright, so for reference,
Here, that's exciting.
yeah, Zemels are cool. We also have 2 F-type Sakus, because the game just throws your units around randomly. Oh wait, no, we got more F-type Zaku's.
Jesus Christ. And a GM command. That's exciting.
Yeah, these are units that can actually do stuff.
GM command and a high gog.
Yeah. However, we are up against 9 units here, so that might be pretty rough.
Might be fucked.
Well, if I don't kill them all now, then I'll kill them when the reinforcements show up next turn. Wow, somebody moved really far to come fight somebody. Yeah, this is the AU's infinite planes that just keep showing up.
Core booster.
Yeah, they've got, like, seriously 50 of these, and they're just gonna keep showing up and shooting at my guys. And making me very sad.
It's a gun cannon D. Give him the D. It's basically a mass production gun cannon. It's an okay unit. It's not great. I'm amazed at how well the high gog can move through mountains.
It's got high mobility. That was a shtick.
It's an aqua suit. I didn't think it should be great at moving through mountains.
Well, what about all the mountains that are underwater?
Yeah, you swim over them.
Well, yeah, that's why it's so good at it.
Names that can't fly.
It doesn't need to fly, it can swim.
I feel like there's a disconnect here, Ninjas.
I don't see it.
These Zaku pilots are like, can we have a new unit, please?
Nah. Military funding got hugely slashed immediately after the war ended. That's why we haven't built any real new units in 7 years. Is that? Yeah, that's an Aqua Jam up here in the mountains. Truly, this is why the Hygog needed to be here.
Yeah, they sucked here flying the high gog, and they decided they needed their own aquatic response team.
That's reasonable. I can't fault their logic.
I can. Well, we killed the shit out of the front line core booster.
Yeah, well, one at a time. If you can't kill the one in the front, then the ones in the back will kill you slowly. Also, they're gonna keep picking on my gun cannon, which apparently can't look up and shoot with its guns unless it's more than 2 spaces away. It's not even worth shooting at it before I scan it. It's not gonna do much. Who's in this ammo? Ah, yeah, this guy. This is just a battle full of people good at aquatic battles. If only Gihren was here.
Unknown aquatic mobile suit, the Zamel.
Well, you piloted that guy in Canon, right?
The Zamel motoring along the ocean floor.
Yeah, that'd be a sweet suit. I'd fund it.
Yeah, the mighty Aqua Zamel. Well, no, it'd be a Xeon aquatic suit, so you'd have to come up with a name for it that sounds like you're being punched in the crotch.
This would be a high ammo. Alright, these Zakus are gonna serve a very important job of being a screen for my real units.
quick, Joey. You get the honor of naming the Aquazam. We'll punch yourself in the solar plexus and then record the first sound you make.
That sounds painful.
We all got a sacrifice for Xeon, Joey.
They have names like Zoc and Gog and Zagok and Ag.
It's like the fucking sound effects you'd see in a comic book.
Zog was totally like a bet between dude, these Aqua Gems don't even need to dodge. Zog was totally a bet between some Xeon scientists who were like, yo, we could totally name him Mobile Suit Cock and submit it, and Gihren will be okay with it. And then they did, and it worked.
Oh, so that's why it looks like a giant butt plug.
Goodbye, Noble
I think
Dom.
those are forest GMs.
Wow.
They're GM2s, that's why they're owning you.
Yeah. Why do these guys even have guns if they never use them?
There has to be like some terrain restriction on their guns, like they only work in fucking space or something.
That's stupid.
Well, nobody ever said gun cannon Ds were any good.
Alright, we got a Zanzibar here. And Gato's the one Galug that I had made.
I'll be right back.
And this is a C-type Zaku, so you never know what you're gonna find in the randomly distributed world of... Well, no, I don't want to escape. I want to wake up. Is that an Ashimer? Yeah, it probably is. That is something that can definitely kick my ass. But apparently you can't shoot down at me on the ground, so good luck, buddy. Oh, but it can go after the Zanzibar. Probably gonna destroy the Zanzibar, honestly. Ashmers are really good at this point.
Scary times.
Nobody can scan this thing. It's too good.
Well, an attempt was made.
The Ashmere is strong. And it's coming for me. Oh wait, no, it's running away. This random gem's coming for me. Now, why the Zanzibar is on Earth instead of up in space, that's a question that nobody knows.
It's all part of the plan.
This Ashmere is invincible. It'll never die. It'll be at grips too when I'm taking it. And I won't be able to kill it, I'll just need to capture all the bases around it. Norris is here. Yeah, this is the last turn of the battle. I'm probably not going to win it.
If only Johnny Ridden was here.
Johnny Ridden would be a big help, because he could go wherever the hell he wanted using his aquatic mobile suits.
Oh, finally,
We did it.
the Devil of the Sky is slain.
I didn't get a pilot line for shooting it down, so it was probably unmanned.
That's tragic.
Well, that melee attack lost 2 of 3 Doms attacking, so... But if they counterattack, I can... Yeah, I might be able to pull this one off. Not that it really matters if I capture Europe, because I'm not going to be mounting any attacks on Belfast anytime soon, but... I do get a tiny bit of income. So it looks like the GMs are just going to poop on me. Alright, so here's where the battles that actually matter are happening, because all the sides produce units now, and if they get them, they're gonna kick my ass. So we got a little something special here. The Elmeth with Chalubull in it. This is going to be doing 90% of the killing. The other 10% of the killing will be by this, not this one, Lala over here. I'd rather have her in the Elmeth, but I couldn't get her to it in time. This Rigdius right here is terrifying, and you'll see why very soon. But for now, just take my word on it.
I trust you.
Alright, let's see if I can get the scan. I can. Okay, so this is why the Rigdius is terrifying.
Oh.
Yeah, he's just here.
Shit.
He's rank C, right from the start, whatever. Here he is. So in this particular battle, he's going to be... I won't say not threatening, but he will be less threatening. But that does mean that he's going to be deploying for the entire campaign until I kill the Aug. And that's no good.
He has an effect.
Yeah. Yazlan is also around, waiting. And since he starts at rank 3, he also starts as a new type, so he's a little tricky to pin down and kill.
I see that I got back in time to watch your space fleet getting owned by Rick Diaz's and Nemos.
That isn't just any Rick Diaz. That's Rick Diaz with Camille in it.
He's already active?
Yeah, and he just blew up a ship.
Well, it's a chibe. I don't care if, or it's a shibe, I guess I should call it. It's doesn't matter if Delaz is in it. That shit was crappy at the beginning of the 1 Year War.
Well, those were pretty good at the beginning of the 1 Year War.
By pretty good, you mean still worse than Magellan?
They're better than Magellans. I got a Magellan right here. This isn't a Magellan, but they're garbage compared to them.
That's a salami.
Yeah.
Salamis.
Actually, I think I don't want these ships to attack. I just want Chelia to fuck Camille up as much as possible. Because
Yeah, that's probably your only chance.
you don't get... you need to actually have the new type unit attacking to get the new type attack out.
Damn.
That was pretty good. Blew up 2 of the Rictiuses, so we can't do that much damage.
In case you were wondering, Camille was going, "What is this pressure?"
Yeah, all the new types have lines against other new types, I found. This Nemo might be able to destroy this ship. In fact, it's possibly probable.
What is it, a Mosai? Or is it salami?
No, it survived. Alright, so Camille's trying to run away, and that's not allowed. And here are more of the Aeg's infinite fucking core boosters.
Core booster 2s.
Yeah. They're a little hard to kill.
You're kind of hopelessly outclassed.
I've got
I wouldn't say hopelessly, but you are pretty badly outclassed.
2 new types here.
Yeah, one of them's in the friggin' Psycommute
No,
unit.
no, she's in the what's it called? These guys.
Oh gosh, yeah. You have the Psycommute unit there as well.
Yeah, I don't have a new type to put in it. Also, I wouldn't put a new type in it if I did have one. I'd rather put them in like a unit that can actually kill things, so they can become better new types. Also, we got these jet things with missiles attached to them in the back. I don't know what they can attack, but they can function in space, so they're around. Lala and Camille have a much longer chat, but I guess we won't get to see that this time. But yeah, that's the thing about the Xeon campaign is that pretty much all of the aces that would be on either side that you're fighting are active right from the start, including Amuro, Shirako, Yazan, pretty much everybody. They're all around and they want to get you. And they usually start in much better units than everybody else.
Fairly harsh.
Harsh but fair.
It's true. Since
I think basically the conclusions we can draw from this are that despite winning the war, Xeon's really fucking shitty at running like in a post-war government.
I can believe that.
It's like Gihren took over the Earth sphere and was like, well, what the fuck do I do now? And then just didn't do anything.
Well, you see, it's all 8th dimensional chess that Gihren is playing to get all his enemies to come out and die. Can scan anybody? Come on. The Helmuth has got, like, the best possible scanners. Oh, yeah.
Well, there is like 50% Minovsky coverage there.
Remember this fat guy from Double Zeta?
Yeah, the Tiger Bomb guy.
Yeah. And this lady.
Ah, bright side piece.
Yeah. They looked long and far for anybody that could possibly be a pilot for the AUG, and this is who they pulled out.
Hey, I mean, Emily was at least like a major character
Yeah.
until she killed her. Well, she was a major character up until she killed herself to save Bright.
wow, spoilers.
Yeah, well, you're watching the stream about the Gundam universe, so you're gonna get some spoilers.
Whoa, these
for
are
it.
Gundams? Oh shit.
Well, there's no Gundams here, but
Not
there's
yet.
mobile suits.
The next battle are in this place. If we don't win it next time, we'll have some Gundams because we've got some G3 surplus Gundams just hanging around for whatever reason.
Yeah, punch him with your claws.
Yeah, get 'em. Bye bye, ship. Bye bye, fat guy.
Bye bye, fat guy who totally like was gonna have sex with Judo's dumb friends while they were dressed like girls.
Yeah.
What?
I don't remember that at all.
Okay, so that fat guy was the ruler of a colony called Tiger Balm. That I forget why, but the Argama had to infiltrate it, and that dude was basically setting up a harem. So they came up with an idea to infiltrate it, which basically consisted of Judo and Ino dressing up like girls and sneaking into his harem. And his first response when he looked at Judo dressed up like a girl was, "Ew, you're hideous." So Judo went, "What? Fuck you," and then attacked him.
That's fair.
Basically, Judo owns.
Look, you don't tell a dude in the dress as a lady that they're ugly. That's messed
Look.
up.
Yeah.
I used to have I used to have a bunch of screenshots of that episode, but they're on my old computer, sadly,
Damn.
because that episode is fantastic. Double Zeta has a lot of fantastic individual episodes,
Really
like
does.
the infamous Moon arc. See, Joey, there's an arc in Double Zeta where they go to resupply at a colony, and they end up at a colony called Moon. And the gimmick of Moon is somehow in like the 20 years since Moon's founding, they've managed to regress to basically like tribal mysticism,
Hey,
where
Kanos.
they're basically all like Luddites, despite the fact that they live on a space colony.
Yeah, I
And
was about to say, they
they're
live
best
in a
to-
space colony.
they're best described. Their outfits. They're best described as Aztec space ninjas.
What?
Um, and they worship a giant stone idol, which is actually just like a plated over mobile worker.
Yeah, Double Zeta owns. Also, Kanos, I want to point out that I have both a Brow Bow with no pilot in this battle and also a Big Zan with no pilot in this battle.
And that's why I went to get some whiskey while I was AFK.
Oh my god, I googled it and you're fucking serious.
Yeah, the Moon arc owns.
If
And Judo was totally gonna bang the priestess and also her twin sister.
What? Why would I lie to you about this?
Oh my god.
If you ever think an episode of Double Zeta sounds too dumb to exist, nah, it's real.
Flying Flame, what do you mean by what happened at the end of Xeon? Xeon took over the planet, and then Gihren apparently decided to sit on his hands for like 8 years. So the Titans are here and the EUG is here, so we're fighting for the control of the Earthsphere again.
Well, I mean, Gihren didn't just sit on his hands. He got the plans for the Ziza booster.
Yeah, he basically sat around and did nothing while everybody else just ran around and did stuff.
Once I get the Ziza boosters out there, the fortunes of battle are gonna be turned around quite a bit.
I'm just gonna post some selected Google screenshots from Moon for everyone's edification.
I was looking for pictures of it, and this came up. Oh my god, that guy's not wearing pants. But also he wants to stab right. But also he's not wearing pants.
Wait, did the priestess in that episode want to bone Judo, or did he want to bone, or did she want to bone like somebody stupid like Mondo or something?
I think it was Mondo.
That's how you know they really regressed in their thought processes. Doesn't Mondo go back at the ending, like post Double Zeta and marry one of those priestesses or something?
I don't think that. I know that Beecha ends up with L, which is the ultimate case of default I've ever seen. Um, Judah says, "Wow, fuck everything," and fucks off to Jupiter with Rue.
Yeah, see you, kid. I don't give a shit about you. You shit, Lena.
Like,
Yeah, I know we were sending money home to Lena, but
Zeta Gundam is very powerful and special, and I love it.
agreed. I also am a fan of Double Zeta.
Double Zeta is my favorite series, though.
Zeta is my favorite series, but I
I
feel an immense respect in my heart for Double Zeta.
I like the beginning of Zeta, and I like. Okay, here's the parts about Zeta I don't like. I don't like Rosamia at all.
It's fair.
And I feel like the 4 arc was pretty badly done, and the rest of it's good. But that's just because I don't have a problem with 4 as a character. I just think that they should have devoted more time to her relationship with Camille instead of just going, "I'm a new type, you're a new type, we're in love," and then just called it. Because I know that new types would connect with each other, but the audience needs more basis for a relationship. Because the way that 4 was introduced and hooked up with Camille and then killed, it just basically it's like she was a pinata, except being full of candy, she was full of pathos.
Yeah, I mean, there's some other stuff with their relationship, like their fucked up family lives, but I can I fully understand people that don't like their relationship with 4 due to the fact that she was mostly there to die.
I don't have a problem with the relationship at all. I just wanted them to spend more time on it than they did.
Yeah.
Like, besides, they met one day and then boom. Like, even fucking Seed Destiny spent more time on Shin and Stellar than Zeta did on 4.
Well, I mean,
And,
in the
yeah.
original Gundam, there was Amuro pulls outside the house and Lala's sitting there, and then bam, they're in love forever. And then, well,
Yeah.
they're in love for a little bit, and then Lala's like, nah, actually, I like Char better.
I can forgive Gundam a bit because Gundam was the prototype for this kind of series, and also Gundam was cut short by 10 episodes.
Yeah, and then Lala had to throw herself in front of Char's
Well, yes,
beam to save Sailor.
because
Speaking of
because
home, guess who's alive and well and going to shoot at us from probably the cockpit of a Gundam at some point?
Oh man.
You can get Sila as what the hell is?
that's a Rickdom Sturm.
There.
It's Cassilia and Iguazi, so it might be able to stand up to one of these battleships, these modern battleships.
I don't think they got any battleships here. Just some mobile suits that are gonna sit around and wait. Well, if you ever wanted a more developed relationship between 4 and Camille, you can watch the movie where 4 just gets unceremoniously shot in the face by her commanding officer.
And Camille never knows about this,
Yeah.
or even remembers 4 after that.
Yeah,
That's fucked up.
I don't like the movie version of Zeta.
The movie version of Zeta is awful.
Yeah. And perhaps its greatest crime is that Camille gets through the final battle less scarred, so Double Zeta would never happen.
Well, the thing that makes Double Zeta not happen at all is Axis just turns around and fucks off back to Jupiter instead of staying to conquer the Earth sphere. So, I was googling for Moon pictures, and I just started getting a lot of fantastic screenshots from Double Zeta in general. I love Double Zeta.
Charasun is an excellent character.
She's like the most worthless character in the show in Zones.
Yeah. This is the advantage of having 800 hit points is even when you're vastly out-teched, you still have 800 fucking hit points.
But you see, Shara might be the most useless character in the show, but man, when you know that whenever she goes on screen, whatever she does is not going to make any sense at all.
No, not at all. And she was the person who Haman was like, yeah, uh, what's his name is probably not going to be able to do jack shit, so I better send somebody to check up on him. Better send
Hey,
Chara.
hey, Mashmore turned out to be a badass in the end.
Yeah, he was. And in this game, you have to do a really stupidly specific sequence of events to actually turn him into a cyber new type. Including when you get the option to either say like, yeah, you can go to the colony, or no, you can't go to the colony. Um, and if you say, yeah, you can go to the colony, you can't turn him into a cyber new type because he does too well at the colony and doesn't get lost in space, and then you can't pick him up and turn him into a cyber new type.
Joey, do you want to? You should click on that screenshot if you want to see Judo looking intensely unamused.
Say. That's the face of what is this crap?
Judo has no time for this.
That was one of the many times Chara was kidnapped and forced onto the ship, and then she had to clean.
It happened like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
Judo has basically no time for anyone romantically whatsoever except for like Rue. Like Haman hits on him constantly and Judo's like, you're kind of crazy.
You're more than twice my age.
She's only 20 in Double Zeta.
I thought she was like 24.
No, she's only like 19 in Zeta.
Oh.
Um,
I guess it's slightly less creepy, but still fairly creepy. He's 14.
Judo's supposed to be 14.
Yeah.
If he's 14 years old, I'm 12. Because it would make perfect sense if he was Camille's age, but there's no fucking way he's 3 years younger than Camille.
Alright, so last time I ordered a shitload of actual units to be made so that I could possibly fight. What? What do I have on Earth that? Oh. I could put Gihren into the aqua balls. That's a good question. What is Gihren in? He's in a whatever this is.
It's an improved dome.
Yeah, great. Gihren, get the hell out of there. You got real things to pilot. What is this? Oh, I have a Gaul here, apparently. I'm not gonna put him in the ball. He's got important things to pilot. Things like this Big Zam.
Like the legendary Big Zam of Greenland.
It's an important mech. Johnny Ridden and his sidekick is off to go conquer the next ocean.
We mass-produced the Big Zam, and by mass-produced I mean we made 2, and
Hey,
then sent 1 to Greenland.
we made 3. One's being made up here.
Seeing all those like Zaku Seas makes me fucking cry.
Yeah, these are probably getting turned into scrap next turn, but for right now they can go and
Those Zakus are currently the equivalent of those little fucking fighter jets that the Federation was sending at us at the beginning of the 1 Year War.
yeah.
And that they can technically hold territory, but the moment anything with a gun attacks them, they're just going to explode violently.
Alright, I got all these pilots. I got those all.
Make sure you put someone good in the G3, because the entire thing that makes it good is the huge limit stat.
Yeah, Cyclops team could pilot it. Do I have anything else that's good? Yeah, this is a decent thing. Want to save the new types to do new type things.
Yeah, Marion's not sitting in anything right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna have some new type stuff rolling off the presses soon, so I wanna get her into something that can actually do anything. Charazaku is just sitting around. Why do we even have this? He betrayed us.
Did you got Cusco out, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think she's also sitting in the wings waiting to be deployed. Also, here are enemy tech levels. I didn't show it last time, but last turn I had like 100 mobile suits, and now I got 150. So before last turn, they actually had more mobile suits than me, but now I had rushed enough shit. And the Titans have got better tech levels than me. I got 18 in enemy tech level, which I don't really believe, but okay. And the Aegis got shittier tech levels than me, which is appreciated. But really, the goal is just to conquer as much of Earth. We can take the entirety of Earth if we could sweep across it. We can't take over here because there's going to be... Well, the enemies will be over here, or in this general area, and we're going to spawn down here, so unless we have water air units, we're not going to take it, and I don't got anything like that over there. Indian Ocean's got 10 people in it, so maybe that's a little bit of a tall order for Johnny Ridden right now. But someday. Darius has got 25 units in it, that's going to be a pain in the ass to take. 12 in Peking, 15 in Hawaii, 13 in California, with more coming. Also, I guess they'd spread their, yeah, they got 29 inside 6. I'm not taking that anytime soon. But only 3 in Solomon, and we're going to take it. I should also actually pay for my research. And we'll be getting all sorts of chaff next turn. Actually, speaking of which, we gotta go take a hero and put him where he belongs. Next turn. I like this gif of Garmat slamming down a glass of water in a wine glass, because he's probably somewhere around here, deployed in like a goof.
I feel like your offense would be going better if you spent the one turn required to move people into units that aren't garbage.
I only got 5 turns to take as much shit before they start counterattacking me, so I want to get like at least some kind of defensive line up.
Farewell, Garuda.
It stalled me for a turn. I'd be marching on California if it wasn't for that.
It's a Zeta era Gauss, so
Yeah, it's got a shitload of hit points. I'm not actually gonna shoot at you because if I shot at him, he'd probably blow up at least one Dom before he got killed by the.
I was gonna laugh if that dude lived.
It's always the last bullet in this game.
GM2, pretty scary.
Compared to what I have, yeah.
I'm not actually being sarcastic. It's actually really scary.
You know, I probably could have put pilots in these Dom cannons. I went through and I pulled pilots out of, like, complete garbage. Like, I'm pretty sure I took pilots out of every, like, Zaku that I had.
I don't know if these 4 Dom cannons are going to take this place in any reasonable amount of time.
There'll be another 4 coming next turn.
So they can move it 2 tiles per turn across the battlefield.
They move faster when you actually control the roads. Besides, are those saberfish? Are they seriously sending saberfish at me? Like, I know I've got, like, some garbage out, but...
I mean, they're about same tech level as your Zaku Seas.
Yeah, but the difference is that my Zaku Seas would shoot down saberfish with no problem.
Not if they were in the air. Saberfish are air superiority fighters.
Yeah, but, Zaku Seas can't even get up in the air. That's before they developed the tech of Dodais.
Well, yeah, that's why I said if.
Yeah, that's a fucking saberfish.
Saberfish.
Well, let's see how it does against storm cannons.
This is going to be the Saberfish Kai that's actually modded for ground combat.
Those are some of those goofy things that your mobile suits can stand on in the background, getting shot down brutally.
I think those were radar planes, actually.
That's also possible.
Ooh.
Johnny Ridden's continued crusade against the ocean. They've got a submarine, a Medea, an Aqua GM, another Medea. Yeah, good luck.
He's got this.
Johnny Ridden and his valiant sidekick, whose name I can't remember.
Sims or Seamus, depending on which translation he uses.
I think Sims would probably be easy to remember, so I'll go with that.
Alright, they sent the thing that can fight back effectively against you.
Effectively.
More effectively than anything else there. That submarine's like, wait, no.
This is supposed to happen.
Get the GMs. No.
Oh, come on. Sims, you gotta do better than this if you want to be the sidekick to Johnny Ridden, the Scourge of the Indian Ocean. Watch him destroy the submarine with practically no effort. Bye.
There we go.
Yeah, melee attacks on subs are ruinous. Johnny Ridden's like, have no fear, Sims. You fight that squadron of GMs. I'll go fight this defenseless submarine. And Sims is like, what the fuck?
Well, here's my rationale. The Sims can't get any better if you tried. Johnny Ridden can get better if he gets XP, so I might as well use him to actually land killing blows on things. But he's getting up there. He's probably my best pilot right now.
Yeah, well, the new type, the awakened new types probably give him a run for his money, even if not the same rank.
Yeah.
Because being a new type in this game is packing.
Yeah.
And sadly, Johnny Ridden, for all of his supposed awesomeness, is a dumb old type.
Well, doesn't that make him even cooler because he's able to do that all as an old type?
No.
Wow, what a badass that Johnny Ridden.
He's so cool. Oh my god.
I'm so...
Johnny Ridden is not cool.
I hope he returns someday.
Why?
Johnny Ridden's dumb.
Johnny Ridden is dumb as fuck. I love the 7-year gap here in the Xeon campaign because you're literally producing mobile suits. Like, you developed like 20 new mobile suit chassis in the space of like a month and a half, and then you literally just sat on the same mobile suits for 8 years.
Not broke, don't fix it. We haven't had any uprisings in 7 years, unlike that stupid Federation.
Look, you would think that the fucking like mobile suit frames would be stressed out or something, and you need a new like mainline suit just because.
Well, that's what we've been spending all of our R&D money on.
The Federation didn't stop building brand new mobile suits just because they weren't at war.
Well, yeah, I can't really argue with that.
Well, they basically did after Char's counterattack because the Jegan was the mainline mobile suit for like 30 years until they started building the gun blasters.
Yeah, it's because the dragon is extremely good in this game and frightens me. That makes me cry every time I need to fight them because a single squad of them has 900 hit points.
It's not the Zeku lines, at least. The Zeku lines, the terror of the universe.
I don't know. Starting a Char's counterattack campaign in this game as Char is very scary because you fight you have like shitty 1 year war suits from Xeon, and then you gotta fight dragons, and it's just like why are you doing this to me? And then you run into Amuro in the fake Zeta, and then you're like, oh okay, buy my units. All right, more random assortment of units. Why do they have so many Medeas? You'd think they would have developed something by this point.
Some of them could be Medea guys.
Well,
Why
that's
do you have to have the one?
that's exactly one. Still in service, still fighting,
Man, wow.
doing the important job of taking.
The guy assigned to that is like, what the fuck?
It's not even my unit.
Yeah, the Lanzagok, bro.
Yeah, they're here. Hey, there's a river on this map. They'll contribute. Trying to find any unit that could be of use to me here. And it looks like my best squad is going to be a mass production Gihren, some shitty land jam, and a Dom. Who's in that Dom? Oh, it's Garma. Huh. Got it, better than I would have expected. What the hell is this? Ah, it's a jam sniper too. That's like a real unit. And of course the Dezusaku is gonna have to get in there. And this thing. And obviously, I brought the Zox for this intense aquatic mobile suit warfare that we're gonna have here because apparently the Federation or the AUG loves throwing aqua GMs around as much as I love throwing my garbage units around. Alright, just go home, Zaku-1. And you were trying to make fun of me for bringing an aquatic mobile suit. Aqua GM is, if nothing else, persistent, even in the face of sure death.
Rest in peace, buddy.
Should mass produce some Aqua GMs.
I may have gotten the plans for those in my,
Yeah, don't do that.
It'll be fun.
I've got... You may have noticed that I have like 100,000 money and 100,000 resources, and you might be wondering to yourself, Ages, when are you going to blow all of that? And the answer is next turn.
Just look forward to it.
This campaign's gonna get really boring really quick because Nature's is gonna get the victory wagon.
Yeah. Spoilers, next turn I'm getting just the boosters.
Nagus is gonna get the Xeon / Axis victory wagon, and that's gonna be the end of that. The thing he's gonna get is viable into Char's counterattack.
That's good.
Yeah, Xeon has to fight against Char's counterattack for some reason.
Yeah,
Yeah,
everybody
I'm sure
does, except the AU can avoid it if you are really nice to Char. Then Char will just stick around as Quattro Vagina, and when you get to it, you just win.
Quattro Vagina.
Desert Saku's putting in the work.
those Gans are putting in work, excuse me.
The Gans were just the shield for the Desert Saku.
Why am I in a fucking goof?
No, he's in a Dom. Right now, that's like state-of-the-art technology for Xeon.
It's depressing. Hamon doing work.
Yeah. Still flying that white base her husband stole all those years ago.
It was a wedding gift.
Yeah.
My dear, I present to you the white base. Okay, I guess.
Hey, the white base is pretty good.
Hamon's a great character in the Origin. Oh, go to that stack of dudes that you attacked with first, that GM you have in there. I was reading about these. That's a GM light armor, and what those are is, it's a normal model GM that they literally took all of the armor plating off of because it made them faster, and only gave to the best possible aces because their armor so thin that if they get the hit, they blow up.
Yeah, that's why I've got nobody in it.
That's why they have like 160 limit despite being GMs.
Turn is up. Whoa, who's going up here? Oh, this Medea fell into my cutting trap.
Don't worry. The Chican is there.
It was all planned out. It just needs to actually
These
hit.
things are so awesome.
Yeah, they did it.
Powerful.
The unicycle squadron of death.
Alright, good luck, Garma. These, GMTs have been kinda kicking our ass lately. Yeah, bye.
Okay, Garma literally has a body shield composed of goofs.
Yeah, well, I mean... like, am I not gonna let the goofs go into melee? What else are they gonna do?
Quietly retire.
Possibly.
Unicycle squadron is go.
Yeah. They shut down the Medea. They took the base. We're getting resupplied thanks to them. That GM's just gonna dance over there, and there's nothing I can really do about it until I can get some units that could conceivably actually shoot it
You
down.
could pile stuff into the white base and fly over there.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Alright, what do you got here? This is actually like not a joke of an army.
Yeah.
Well, not a joke of an army relative for you. That's the tropical dome, baby.
Yeah,
Oh my
tropical
God.
dome in the desert or the mountains of
Go look at the tropical dome real quick, because I want to see its terrain ranks, because I know that there was some purpose to it. That's the Dwash.
oh, oops.
It's the tropical domes at the top. Yeah. I mean, it's good in most terrain types on Earth.
Yeah.
Like, it's good in mountains.
Not very good at shooting down things in the air, which is kind of what you expect at this point, but
Look, we need the tropical domes, okay, Joey?
yeah, Joey.
Sure. Yeah.
Joey, why would you doubt this?
They looked at the globe and they're like, wow, look at all that terrain that's in the tropics. We definitely need some tropical mobile suits. Just like
Yeah.
they looked at the globe and saw that like 70% of the Earth's surface was water, so they definitely need some water mobile suits.
Um,
Can never be too prepared.
Look, okay, it makes perfect sense if you think of it from the perspective of some dumbass from space who's never been on Earth.
Fucking ignorant space noids.
I choose to believe that some scientist walked in and was like, on Earth they've got these things called volcanoes, and they're full of molten, like, shit, and they're gonna burn the hell out of our mobile suits unless we make mobile suits specifically designed to not get burned up by volcanoes. And that,
The volcano dome.
yeah.
Oh my god.
And then Gihren sat there and scratched his chin, and he was like, "All right, yeah, you got funding." And then the next guy walked in, and he was like, I'm gonna make a gun that you can control with your mind."
The next guy walked in and was like, I'm gonna put a tank on top of a unicycle wheel. And Garen's just sitting there with a rubber stamp. Yeah, whatever.
we got plenty of money.
And the secretary's like, well, sir, no we don't.
No. Whatever. We could just stop making some of the other stupid shit I agreed to finance.
But the mobile armor production, it was so expensive.
Look, I had to get something for Dizzle for his birthday. This is what he got.
You can tell it's good whiskey when your tongue goes numb.
Yeah. I haven't had any whiskey in 2 weeks. Been too busy dying.
I think those are GM2s because they didn't die from a full squad of Doms barraging them.
Well, they survived with like a hit point.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think normal GMs would have survived.
Dude, Aeg, they love them. They love their Aqua GMs. If they ever have a battle without an Aqua GM, they might as well just give up because those are the heart and soul of their army.
I mean, I guess it makes sense because Aeg's entire gimmick in the early part of the war was literally just like whatever garbage they could pick up. And I can tell you, if you were the Federation, you'd be selling off surplus Aqua GMs as fast as you could. That's gonna be a bloodbath down there because GM2s are way better than DOMs.
They're scanned, and I got support fire coming in. Look, killed 3 of them. Oh, they're not even shooting back. What a bunch of cowards.
Entire squadron of Dom melee to kill a GM2. It's already damaged.
They got him though.
GM2s are kind of like the lower bound of Zeta Tech.
Yeah, in canon, GM2s were like shit and sucked.
It's because GM2s were developed in like 084 or something.
Yeah, they're just kind of around.
They were basically just like